Oh, hey there. Welcome to the Bear and the Brush. I should make a YouTube video now.
Painting is a journey, especially your own journey, as Roman Lappert told me. And today we will be looking at my first year on this journey. Also, if you want to win this fat box of base paints from Pro Acryl, stay till the end of the video, okay? My journey started about a year ago, when I wanted to paint my 3D prints. And I fell into this whole hobby of 3D printing because I needed something cool to do at home, because there was a pandemic going on and everything was on lockdown and stuff. And it didn't take that much longer till I wanted more, so I fell into this YouTube rabbit hole and watched Emil, aka Squidmar, Miniac, Ninjon, Casey from eBay Miniature Rescues and Gubaton Hobbies. Those were the channels I watched pretty regularly. I remember one particular video from Gubaton Hobbies that made me pick up a brush and a set of Vallejo paints and trying to paint an FDM print. Yeah, listen, it is possible, but painting FDM sucks. So I quickly switched to resin and found myself on the Squidmar Discord server, where Dave and Andy helped me to get this darn thing running. Thanks guys for that. This little fella here is one of the first minis I've ever painted. This one here is number 100. 1 year of progress, 99, 98 miniatures apart. This got everything I know, everything I've learned, to take part in a friendly competition on the Squidmar Discord server. As I said, I used everything I know on this mini. And for this paint job, I mostly used Pro Acryl paints for all the base coating and the first highlights. Some Vallejo paints through the airbrush and some oil paints and oil washes. And maybe a pin wash after that. I started off pretty simple. 2 thin coats of Pro Acryl just to cover the entire miniature. Dark greens, browns, flesh tones, and ivory mostly. The next step was to set some tonal variations. And for that I used my trusty Harder & Steenberg airbrush. I hit the model from below with a dark purple, Hex Legend to be precise. And I repeated that process from the top with a super yucky, sickly green. To get some highlights in, I used my trusty Squidmar brush and just lighter skin tones. I'm not naming every color because I think the general idea is more important than all the names and brands. So I built up the wounds from a dark to a lighter red. And some parts on the torn skin and organs and stuff got some nice plum and purple tones. The loincloth thingy or whatever it is, I just built up from a dark grayish blue in 2 steps to a really light blue in the highlights. The boots started with a pretty dark brown tone, and I highlighted them, especially edge highlighted them, with a leathery skin tone. After that I needed some glazing to fix up the harsh transitions and the harsh edges, and that gave them a nice worn look. Of course, yellow teeth, red eyes, and some more details on the wounds and lines on the woods and handles. The most fun I had on the horns. Using darker and darker colors on smaller and smaller areas with smaller and smaller lines, building up to a black tips on the horn. Amazing. Can I share a secret with you guys? I can't paint non-metallic metal. I just can't, period. I'm not that far along. but I didn't want to use metallic colors on this model. So I tried building up some highlights and blends just as I thought they would look good. Real bright on the top, some edge highlights and some nice blends just across the axis. Lastly, I dry brushed in some really bright green on the armor. I mixed ivory in a bright green for that. But now it gets a little bit complicated. But painting is a journey, right? Even on one miniature is a journey. You discover stuff. So airbrushing bright green from the top and purple from below again, maybe? When looking at it, it got a little bit too dark for the next steps I had in mind. So I dry brushed on a really light coat of ivory on the armor and some bright silver on the axis. And I forgot the base. Shit happens. So I just slobbered on 3 brown tones and a nice dry brush on top, and the base was done for the moment. It is oil time, my dudes. Yeah, I know, but listen, oil washes are way easier than you might think. They are just messy as hell. All of the base and the mini, except for the skin, got a nice wash with Starship Fill. God, I love that name. All the skin parts got a wash with a 50-50 mix of Starship Filth and magenta. You just let that sit for a while and then take it off again, as you always do with oils. And this instantly led to the most fun part I had on this miniature. I used my small oil collection just for this step, and I went in with some reds for the wounds, greens and yellows for the armor and the axis, and a more purple mix from the Starship Filth and magenta for the rod. And you just add a small brush stroke of oil, and then you instantly blend it with a clean brush. So satisfying. The last steps? Easy. Just a black base rim and a satin varnish. Okay, for the finishing touches I came in with a fine pin washing with Tamiya panel liner. And that's it. Done. Oh, hey guys, while editing this video I found out I made 4th place and I'm pretty happy with that, so just back to the video, okay? Okay guys, that was my 100th mini. Painted with everything I've got, everything I know, everything I've learned, everything I'm able to do. What do you think? Please let me know down in the comments below. Okay, you stayed till the end and you want to win this box of Pro paints from Monument Hobbies. Easy. Sub to this channel, like this video, and comment about your journey into the hobby. Everything you want to tell me and you're in the pot. If you want more chances to win this thing, head over to my Instagram. Link is in the description, okay? The winner of this nice box will be announced on the 15th of November. Also, thank you to Kutami, my friendly local gaming store, for sponsoring this video. And if you got any kind of hobby needs, please check out the link to their shop in my video description. And you guys know the drill by now, right? There are some pesky buttons down below, and if you hit them, you make me really happy, and I will be really thankful if you do so. Also, I got some killer shirt designs, and I will be linking my Teespring shop down in the comments below. So if you want a real cool bear with a real cool brush, swinging the real bad hammer, get the shirt. Thanks very much for watching. Join in on the fun to get this box and head over to my Instagram to get more chances to get this bad boy. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye bye. I'm getting murdered by big dogs.
Oh God, yep.